Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Vampire Counts playthrough, guys. Now, first things first, I am sorry things have been a little bit out of over the last few days, a bit all over the place really. I had my mic go, I'm changing job, and my little man, it's really hot here, my little man, my son is not enjoying the heat at all. So things have been a bit all over the place, and I am sorry for that, guys. There's not a huge amount I can do about that, so I'm not going to apologise too much. I'm not necessarily going to say it's not going to happen again. We're heading over towards this place, so I want to see what units I can get from there. Pull out from there for now. Do I need to start bringing up another army here? Let's get them built up first. But no, as I was saying anyway, guys, you know, chances are I'm probably going to end up missing a few other bits and pieces here and there, guys. I am trying to get a bit back on schedule as much as I can, but there are going to be times when I can't. So anyway, let's end turn here, guys. So unfortunately that is just the way it's going to be. I work as well, guys. I am much closer to home with my new job, but there are going to inevitably be the odd issue with that, so that's just life, unfortunately, guys. It's how it goes. And you know, certainly with my little man, he definitely takes priority at the moment. So if you know, it's an evening where I can't record because he's upset, I will generally try and get a bit ahead. But there are definitely going to be occasions when I can't get a bit ahead because my son is not going to be enjoying, you know, isn't going to be behaving. You know what I mean. I'll stop going on about it now. Anyway, guys, we're just trying to get ourselves back up into a good state here. So we can really start expanding again. What can we actually get here? Oh, even though it's a big battle site, that really isn't much at all. So we are going to start pulling right back. So I believe we can get. Can we get Graveguard here now? We can get some heroes if we up that one. Oh, Crypt Horrors are very good. So we'll start leveling this up at the moment. Could get one of those just to generate a bit of extra income. We've got all the main buildings. I could afford to, I want to move that out of here at some point, actually. But I want to keep the growth for the time being. I'll throw one of those down for the time being. I can always swap it out later on, guys. And we'll pull back in. Tempelhof is going to be sort of my big income generator. Whereas, obviously... I'm forgetting its name. Our main capital, Drakenhof, is going to be our production powerhouse. We do have a gold mine there, which is very good. But it's going to be where we're going to always be producing most of our units. Certainly until we can afford to expand either down here to the Silver Road or over and capture Altdorf. Yeah, we will be doing that. I know some of you are a bit annoyed that I'm friendly with all of the Empire factions at the moment, or friendly-ish with some of the Empire factions. That's quite simply because I'm planning on dealing with the dwarves or pushing into the mountains first. Because there's gold mines, and I want those gold mines. Alright, there's double time down here. Let's do some merging. These guys will have the same abilities, won't they? Yeah, similar sort of abilities. Understandably, because they're both vampires. They don't actually quite get the same ones. But I suspect I probably want some Curse of Undeath. So I suspect I'd probably better having these guys in different factions. So in different armies. We'll see, we'll work it out. Anyway, just trying to work out if it's worth having a Right King anywhere. that's worth doing, even if it's going to cost us some money for a turn. We can't build anything this turn anyway. Right now, we're going to start building this army up under Radus von Carstein into a proper powerhouse of an army. We'll look at getting Crypt Horrors and Grave Guard into there. Because they are much more powerful infantry than my base ones. So when we do go on the offensive again, guys, we should be able to push much harder, and we should be able to revenge the von Carsteins who we lost up there, guys. Unfortunately, I think we lost Crypt forever, but you know, we'll see how this goes. I'm not planning on using either of those, so it doesn't really matter which I choose. So these guys, as you can see, are much better. Also substantially more expensive, which is kind of unsurprising.
I will
alone. We can only recruit 3 a turn here. Can we? Let's buff up our local recruitment capacity a bit. That's going to take a turn to happen, though, isn't it? Yeah. Want to level up Temple Hof. Here, as I said, is going to become a income generating territory more than anything, guys. I do still want to get these guys on side, but you know, Vlad and Isabella on side. But I'm in no rush to do that. You know, I will confederate them when I get a chance, as well as the Red Duke guys. Because if I can confederate him, that's actually very good for me, because he is a special character actually. Even though you can't play him without a mod, without the faction unlocker, he is a very powerful character apparently. And maybe that's what I should have done, is I should have used the faction unlocker and played him, because it would have been interesting. Mannfred is ready for duty again. I am sorry, Radus, but you are going to be being replaced for now with Mannfred, because he's just slightly better than you, unfortunately. We will get him back in for a second army, however, just not right at the moment. Oh, we can get the great weapons as well. So these guys are basically the same. They do a bit more damage than their armor piercing, but they don't have the shield. So these guys have a silver shield, which means 55%, whereas these guys obviously won't be avoiding that damage. So while they're very good, they're also a little bit more risky. Ooh. And again, Crypt Horrors are kind of just buffed up versions of these guys. Also have regeneration, so I want to start pushing some of those into this army. I'm going to keep some bats in here. You know what, I'm getting rid of all of those guys because they're going to be dumped out anyway, and having the extra income is probably going to benefit us more for the time being. I can always put those guys back together quickly if needs be. So that's straight up not needed here. We're just going to end turn for now. We'll chuck a couple of income generators there next, and then the next buildings up will be growth. No, my income's fine. I'm going to pop a couple of growth buildings there to start building that territory up for me much more. Oh, wow. Have I just lost my war because the Empire confederated? Nope, I've still got this war. The Empire does confederate very quickly now. It's almost to the point I've been tempted to use a no confederation mod, but I want to confederate people myself. I know you can be naughty and remove it when you want to confederate, but that does feel very naughty to do. Extra vampiric corruption. Chaos is stirring. That's scary.
Greetings. All you survey are loyal to me, so I advise
me.
Caution with your next.
Unsurprisingly, they're also very powerful.
I thirst. Thou may speak. For now. Preposterous!
Really? Benefits both of us. I hate it when they do this.
I will not. You dare?
You know what, I'm not willing to go above that for the time being. We are trading with some of the Dowie.
Ready.
Actually kind of like me, weirdly. It's just not worth it, comparatively. Ooh, can we actually recruit any lords yet? Let's level you up. We'll go straight down damage with you. So I want to make her a very damaging. That's good. Only on self. Let's do extra leadership every round. You know, then we'll go down her spell tree. Right. I'm very tempted by these for the buffs, but I'm not in a rush to get them really. Let's get another unit of bats in here, just so we've got some things which can go overhead and pest if they're ranged. Getting 2 Grave Guard out. Let's get. I want to get 2 more Crypt Horrors. So it's 4 Crypt Horrors, 4 of those. 2 of those to give them a go, because that buff, so long as I keep them back. That is actually quite a nice buff to everybody they give. You know, you can't complain. Extra melee defense and extra attack, and so you're going to be hitting much more. They replenish themselves. They're not the toughest units. I don't really want them in combat, but they will buff everybody around them. I've got 2 more units I can things I can grab. I don't have anything really big. Is it worth getting a couple of extra cav? I don't think so over them. It's going to take us a little while to get ourselves ready. We can always... They are very solid. Oh, we've already got 4 of those going, actually. Let's get 2 more with weapons. That's only 4 turns it's going to take us. So, and then we'll also start building up a second army. Right. Income. Growth. Right. See, that's not bad. However, I want to start buffing up my units. Oh, 10% campaign movement range. Straight for that. That's the other thing, is we do want to start pushing out our recruitment, buffing up our recruitment. Now, they're losing territory, which might mean I'll get an opportunity to confederate with them. If they just got battered, they might confederate with me, so it's very worth trying to throw them a confederation next turn, because if they'll accept that, that's very good for me, actually. And we'll have to see. I'm a bit concerned by how strong the Empire are at the moment. That could be a worry, which means I probably actually want to start building walls here as a matter of priority as well. So actually we're going to drop the growth building here and throw up a wall to buff ourselves up.
I'm Vlad von Carstein. Choose thy words with care. I will not.
Who calls? I will hear what you have to say. Very well.
I don't think that's a bad thing, paying off the Empire guys.
Keeping
Keeping them on side is actually probably quite a good thing at this point. Because they are quite a bit more powerful than me just now. And we're building up again. They're mostly more powerful than us because we've lost some territory, but you know. No, we're good for now. Our income's about to go up a nice big chunk with that gold mine. So I'm not going to get to confederate with von Carsteins. That is infuriating. And the Empire holds some of my territory. Some of one of my areas. However, there's going to be lots of vampiric uprisings there, so that's not necessarily going to really affect us too badly. That said, the Empire might just go straight to war with me now, so... But wow, the Empire's expansion. I really do want to keep them on side at the moment because they will confederate fast. Maybe I should have been far more aggressive and forcibly taken on Carstein, but I wanted to try and get them. I wanted to try and get their lords, basically. So that's why I didn't do that.
Let the thing deliver its vile message. Indeed.
There we go. That's helping a lot. That should keep things relatively stable with them.
This night. Why do come? What can we help you with this night?
They've actually expanded a bit, so... I know a lot of you are going to be very, very annoyed at me for being friends with the Empire, but at the moment I can't justify a war with the Empire. In fact, I'm going to try and use all of my efforts to pull the Empire on side. We'll do this a bit weird. We'll try and become firm friends with the Empire, guys. We'll try and take some Empire territory. And there we go. Here comes the enemy, guys. We're not quite ready yet. We're a couple of turns out from being ready. But they're taking damage. They're probably going to push and take Essen. And then we'll push back and retake Essen. And then we will start hammering that army into their homeland. We'll get Radus up and running as well, guys. So there we go. Got Liber Necronomica. So yeah, we're one turn off being ready. That's not going to be a difficult army to beat. I'm not going to bother building anything there. I should have left this one at growth. I said we'll get that one going soon. Yes. Plus 50% suffer from vampire against territory attrition. Minus 15 movement. That's very good. That'll really damage the Empire if they say try and push at us. We've got that, which is really nice. This army is very solidly set up now. I know I'm going to lose there. Oh, I'm getting a rebellion as well as having it lost. What do you want, Ungrim? I'm friendly with you, but I don't want a non-aggression pact with you yet. Because I might go to war with you, Ungrim. I'm not planning on it, but it might happen. So those rebels are going to take Essen if these guys don't. In fact, those rebels may well still attack Essen. I'm not going to fight that. There's no point in me fighting that, guys. I wasn't never going to win that battle. But those rebels will hopefully hit them as well. In fact, I could potentially leave it a couple of turns for those rebels to really push against them. Otherwise, I'm going to have to deal with that army, then the rebels. That said, I don't want these guys confederating with the Empire.
Not likely.
Come, impress me.
Here we go.
Hand me my sword.
Really? I really don't believe that. Oh, they've got a horrible defensive position. That's going to be annoying if they hold this side of the map. That's going to be annoying. Honestly, I think as long as I'm careful with my large units, I think I'll be okay. See, they've got a lovely position, but they can't quite pull back. Eek, I don't like this. These guys are going to form my core with a vampire at either end of them. One of these guys sitting just behind on each side. You guys are actually all going to go up here. You guys are going to go down here. Let's check it's actually done what I told it to. And my bats. Okay, let's take a gamble because that's not much magic. Go. Now these guys I want to be careful with. I want to keep them behind because they are buffing all of these units up, which is very nice actually. You guys are going to come right up here actually. And you guys are going to sprint down into these woods. You guys are going to keep moving down here. I want to move quite aggressively here, actually. These guys are going to get in. We're going to try and get in and deal with their ranged early. I'm not going to make that mistake again, guys. Okay, my lords are potentially getting a little far ahead there. It's not the end of the world, though. You guys can all move back here. Straight into them, please. You guys can start moving around the back, ready to hit. You guys can all hit them en masse. Buff myself up, and let's do this along there. That's perfect. And you guys can push in there. You guys can all slam into them. They're going to make short work of them, I hope. You can push forwards, and you can push into this gap here. You guys can get around the back of there. Where's Vlad?
Hearken to my will.
You need to get down here and deal with that lord.
Attack!
Slam into the back of these guys, please. Let's hit him with that twice, please. This unit is suffering. He needs some support. We're hitting them from behind now. It should really help us. You guys can just break through. Well, why are you guys not involved? You guys can get yourselves behind. You guys are just going to break through and get behind now and start hammering them. Okay, you guys can push through this gap. You guys can all stay on there.
All life must end.
That's perfect. Okay, we're beginning to break them. This isn't as easy as I'd hoped, however. You can push right up into there. That unit is crumbling and they're going to get behind me when that happens. It's quite odd. We've kind of bounced around. You can disengage. We need more support on this here. You guys can chase them. You guys can break off and chase them. We've lost some of our bats. Bats are throwaway units, guys. I'm not too worried about them. Hammering into the back there, that should help. Those great swords were always going to be a hard unit to deal with, guys. Damn. Let's hit that lord again. Let's get this corpse guard out of the way. I told you to head down here. Not you. You to head down this way.
Swift as death's wing. My dominion overall.
Corpse cart.
Corpse guard's going to head this way to try and catch up. Come on. Oh, where are you? Where are you? Why are they dying? Have I mentioned that I'm not particularly good at playing vampires?
Bleed them.
Swift as death's wings. I pass.
Ah. We're about to lose some of them.
Blood frenzy.
This is not going well. This is a much better army, and it's still not going well, guys. Okay, we killed their lord. Let's hammer into them. That's it.
My sire.
Whew. That was much harder than I thought it would be. We've not won yet, actually. I don't think it's long, but we've not won just yet.
Attend me. Witness true power.
That was not a good battle, actually, at all. We lost far too many troops there. By all means, give me advice on how to fight with vampires, guys, because I've said I've been open from the start of this campaign. They are not a faction I am good with. So, you know. We'll have to see how it goes. That was not a good battle. See, I don't get why my swords... We need to do a little bit of raising dead here, just so we can afford to hold here. We will pull back next turn to... We've got another nice battle there. See, should I be buffing up my army a bit more? Because I don't really get the buffs on those guys until the next level. I'm going to push for our own tree first. We'll have to deal with these guys next turn. I want to get ourselves a second lord out. Let's re-recruit Mr. Radus.
We are in agreement.
We'll start by pushing out some Grave Guard to replace what I've lost up here. Okay. And we will be ending this one here, guys. So we've kind of not gained, we've not lost. We're just in a bit of a bitter war against these guys. As we build up, we should hopefully be able to start pushing that back again, guys. And we'll get this army a bit more set up. As always, thank you very much for watching. I am sorry things have been a bit all over the place recently. I do thank you for bearing with me. Please feel free to comment in the comments or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There's also a link to my Twitter and my Patreon in the comments and the description. Thank you very much for your time, guys.